A recent survey revealed that nearly 1 in 4 people feel lonely, impacting over 1 billion individuals worldwide. Loneliness is a real problem that so many of us experience. From feeling like you have no one in your corner to feeling misunderstood in a room full of people. Loneliness can be debilitating. The late actor and comedian Robin Williams shared some wisdom about being alone in the movie World's Greatest Dad. He said, "I used to think the worst thing in life was to end up all alone. It's not. The worst thing in life is to end up with people that make you feel alone." Feelings of loneliness can be hard to navigate, especially when we have people around us and aren't technically alone. This is where choosing solitude comes in. Solitude is about the choice to be alone and find company within yourself. Essentially, it's about putting yourself and your happiness first. In solitude, we learn more about ourselves until eventually we attract the right people along for the ride with us. In today's video, we'll be looking into what triggers us to feel alone. We'll delve into the psychology of loneliness, look at the differences between solitude and loneliness, and how we can spend more time in solitude to benefit ourselves and our future relationships. First, what triggers us to feel alone? The biggest loneliness trigger is a catch-22. This trigger is social media. Social media can help you stay in contact with everyone you know, but at the same time, it can cause you to feel extremely alone. With the rise of social media, we have the opportunity to be more connected than ever. However, we also see and process a lot more information about people than ever before. On social media, we see what our friends are doing as well as others being social. And often we compare our lives and ourselves with this standard posted online. They can leave you feeling worthless, alone, and insecure. It's important to remember that social media profiles often create a social illusion, which doesn't reflect reality. Take what you see on social media with a grain of salt. It's often a highlight reel or heavily edited versions of someone's life. Remember not to take social media seriously. Limit who you follow or connect with, or even cut down your social media use altogether. Doing these things can help reduce feelings of loneliness. Next, the psychology of loneliness. Loneliness is about how connected we feel to people. In the 1960s, psychologist John Bowlby researched this connected feeling, which he later called attachment. As a result of hours and hours of scientific study, he founded the attachment theory based on this feeling. Bowlby's research centered around the attachment between a mother and a baby, but his theory has been incredibly important in understanding relationships across all ages. Attachment theory can help describe the connected feeling and attachment we feel across many of our relationships. From families to friends and even significant others, like a girlfriend or spouse, the attachment style you have in your relationships will inform how connected or lonely you feel. There are 3 types of attachment style. These are anxious, avoidant, and secure. Anxious attachment style. Those who have anxious attachment style tend to have insecure relationships with other people. They can be clingy or jealous because they fear people leaving or abandoning them. This intense clinginess or jealousy will often drive other people away and leave that person feeling like the relationship is one-sided. Anxious attachment can often be a vicious cycle of clinginess, only resulting in driving the people you want closest further away. Avoidant attachment style. Those who have an avoidant attachment style are usually fiercely independent in a self-destructive way. They rarely get emotionally close to people and often push people away. Not allowing other people close can seem like a way of protecting themselves, however, it results in not having many friends or relationships. Secure attachment style. The last attachment style is the secure attachment style. This attachment style is the one we should all be aiming for. Those with a secure attachment style will feel comfortable both in their own company and in the company of others, causing them to develop healthy and long-lasting relationships. They rarely become jealous or clingy and don't feel the need to push people away. Now we have some background on the 3 main attachment styles. How does that affect how lonely we feel? Well, according to researchers, our attachment style could predict if we're more likely to feel comfortable in solitude or experience painful feelings of loneliness. An insecure attachment style increases the likelihood of experiencing negative feelings of loneliness, as this attachment style is based on the fear of being alone or people leaving. Avoidant attachment style can lead us to pushing people away, leading to very few close relationships, feelings of confusion, and loneliness. However, if we have a more secure attachment style, we're way more likely to feel content in our own company and less likely to feel lonely. To experience less loneliness, we need to develop a secure attachment style. But improvement pill, you ask. How do I develop a secure attachment style? Well, this is where solitude comes in. Solitude is the act of choosing to spend time in your own company. When we feel lonely, we have a negative outlook on being alone. We might feel sad and experience low mood. This causes us to want to spend time with other people. We talk to friends, or we go outside to spend time with others. However, going outside or spending time with people can be overwhelming or cause anxiety when we were previously feeling low, especially when you've made a snap decision to do so. So you go back to being alone, where again you feel sad and low. And the loneliness cycle just begins all over again. To stop this cycle, we need to feel more secure when we're alone. We need to interrupt these feelings of sadness or low mood and instead choose solitude. Solitude feels peaceful, relaxing, and fulfilling. It's all about choosing to spend time with yourself, doing a hobby, reading, meditating, or working on self-improvement. It can be anything you like, but the point is you choose to do this on your own. Having this positive mindset about spending time with ourselves will bring security. This security will translate to secure attachment. If we're happy alone, in our own company, confident and content, we're more likely to be secure and form healthy connections with people. German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer believed solitude to be an opportunity for deep thought, creativity, and imagination. He thought our best ideas come to us when we spend time in solitude. In fact, recent research shows that when we choose solitude and withdrawal from social interaction, our levels of creativity and well-being increase. This isn't a new idea. Many of the insights and teachings that Buddhist monks follow are based on the value of solitude. Monks spend long periods of time in solitude. They meditate or reflect on their thoughts and experiences with the goal of enlightenment and inner peace. To choose solitude, you have to have a positive attitude to being alone. You need to be open-minded and present, doing your best not to overthink or let your mind wander to negative thoughts. Try taking up a new creative hobby to enjoy on your own. In your solitude, you'll feel more secure in yourself. You'll be more confident. You'll know yourself better. And anxious or avoidant attachment will be a distant memory. In your confidence, you'll attract like-minded people, and your friendships and relationships will come from a place of enjoyment and value rather than anxiety and insecurity. In summary, loneliness can be an awful and painful feeling, often triggered by negative emotions or illusions on social media. We can feel lonely even with multiple people around us. Loneliness can be due to our attachment style, but having a secure attachment style is the goal, as this translates to strong and healthy relationships. Choosing to spend intentional time alone is the way to break the loneliness cycle. Solitude boosts our creativity, confidence, and security. From this, we can start adjusting our mindset and forming better connections with people. Stopping loneliness and choosing solitude is a life-changing practice. If you have any tips to share? Leave a comment below and continue the conversation. And as always, stay tuned.